Welcome back, my horde, to another podcast. I forgot what I was originally going to talk about. I think it was on Tuesday or Wednesday last week. I was like, oh, I have a really cool idea. I'll talk about it on the podcast. I forgot. I really need to write them down. Because a lot of the time it's just like random thoughts that pop into my head, and then I'm like, I say it out loud, and then I'm like, and then I forget about it. So, Tammy's going to participate as little as possible in this podcast, apparently, because she's tired. So, you know. Um, I guess first we should go over the glitches of the um Memories of Mars. There we go. That's the word I'm looking for. So we logged in. Um, I crouched, made sure I was crouched, went under the thing. Everything was fine, and yeah, we continued from there. Then we had to jump down an elevator shaft, and I was the only one of the three of us that bounced off the wall and went the wrong direction. Yay.
Yeah, well.
But luckily I actually lived through it, and sadly Tammy didn't. So that's why she, yeah, well, because she hit the ground, and Jay, I couldn't heal her because I was on the wrong side. Because what I was going to do is I was going to wait till she got to the right, they got both down, Jay and her, and then I was going to run across and hope they can heal me and I wouldn't die. Because I watched the guy do it, so I thought it would be possible. So I'm waiting for Tammy to get down. She gets down, she falls, hits, is dead. Or I guess dying. And Jay kind of stood there a little too long. And then I'm like, you have to res her, man. Like, you have to bring her back. He's like, oh, right. So then he walked up and then he was going to do it. And as he was going to do it, he started doing it to himself instead, not her. Because you have to wait till a little icon pops up. And I think what happened was the icon popped up and then he moved slightly and then it went back to healing himself. So then I had to run across, then I healed her. She got up, stood up, was all healthy, then immediately fell down and died.
Yay.
So we lost a little bit of gear there.
Yeah, well.
But luckily I built it all again. Except for the one piece.
Yeah, which I'm not worried about.
Well, we'll see what happens in the next little while. Because honestly, we may be actually done with that game here soon.
Yeah.
We have to kill a behemoth, which is like the final boss. And once we kill the final boss, I just have to mostly grind. But so yeah, all I have to do is after that, I just grind a bunch. I think like out of the 8 achievements I need, I'm pretty sure I still need 8.
I think it's 7.
You think it's 7 now? Okay, well I'll look while we're talking. But out of the achievements that I need, all I need to do is send off the rocket, which I can do as soon as we kill the boss, and Chris has got the items he needs. Because I'm trying to do it for everybody. So because I'm trying to do it for everybody, I'm trying to make sure that everybody can get the one achievement. Not only is it just getting the one achievement, it would also be everyone would get 10,000 flops, which if they all give me their 10,000 flops, I'll be so much closer to getting the other achievement. Because, yeah, I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more. So, because I have to complete the entire skill tree, which means that I have to find all the blueprints. And then there's one for completing the entire skill tree for the what are they classified as?
The survival.
Building and building and crafting. I also have to fully upgrade the building, which is going to cost another like 5,000 flops. Or 50,000 flops, sorry. But if all of us do it, I actually could probably do that one. And then you guys could probably get another achievement through that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, if we kill the Juggernaut, you guys all should get an achievement. Unless it's like you have to have the final blow on the Juggernaut, which is going to suck if that's the case. But we'll see. Then you guys would get the fully upgraded building. So that's 2 there. And then you guys would get the memory capsule. That's 3 there. And if we can grind out the guy enough, the behemoth enough, I can probably make at least 1 exosuit. And if I can make 1 exosuit, I can probably then put the exosuit on, like, because it's equipped to the exosuit. So I can probably drop all the pieces and you guys can equip it all.
Yeah.
So. That will be interesting. Like I said, it's probably going to be like another week or 2.
And it doesn't help that the schematics that you need are random drops.
Yeah.
Random
That's
spawns.
that's what's going to slow it down the most. But if you guys are helping me do it, we could probably hit up a few different places where it won't be too much of a problem.
Yeah.
Because we could probably hit up Silicon Death Valley. It's what we keep calling it. We could probably hit up the PvP area again. And then we could hit up that factory that you and me went to. Where we got the Glimmer guy.
Okay. Yeah.
And then the 3 reactors. And we could just cycle through those.
Yeah, like you said, it's going to just be grindy, so.
Yeah. But hopefully we get done within the week. I was supposed to play it this week. When you guys were all busy.
Yeah.
But Wednesday, that's what I was going to bring up. Wednesday, I went to go quickly edit. I do mean the words quickly edit. Some videos. Actually, I did edit them. I was going to upload them to YouTube. So I quickly on Tuesday night. I think it was Tuesday night or Wednesday night or something like that. Anyway, I put them all onto YouTube. I'm like, okay, so now they're all on YouTube. I just have to wait for them to download on YouTube. Then I'm going to edit one of my other videos because it has to go out tomorrow. And then after I edit that video and then upload that video, I'm going to then quickly play one of my RimWorld series and get it all done. That's going to be my Wednesday. Thursday, I'll then record, stream. I started uploading onto YouTube at 10:30 p.m. And I was done at 7:30 a.m. Because until about 6:30, I think that's what it was. 6:30. Until about 6:30, it was going up about 1% every half an hour. Or so. It was awful. And then on at about 6:30, it just freaking screamed done in the hour. I'm like, yeah, because I was like, maybe I did fuck up by uploading 14, I think it was 14 videos. Maybe I did fuck up doing that. I'm like, no, this should not be a problem. I've done this before. I don't know why this is having issues. And I'm like, this is freaking weird. So I'm like, well, hopefully it gets done. And yeah, it was just like taking its sweet time. I'm like, yeah, it's not going to get done. I guess I'm going to have to leave my computer on and go to bed. And then at like 6:30, because I'm giving Tammy updates every hour. Every hour. And yeah, it was just like randomly. It was every hour on the half an hour. That's what it was. But that's what I was trying to say. And I'm like, I don't even know how to say that properly. Then she's like, my brain's like, no, that's how you say it. I'm like, okay. So yeah, it was like, I think I started at 2:22 a.m. and kept doing it every 22. So 3:22, 4:22, 5:22, 6:22. And that's roughly when it started going, oh, hey, we'll work. And just started freaking just going. And by like 7:30, when Tammy woke up, I'm like, so, did you read that? She's like, yeah, that's awful. I'm like, yeah, they're done. And she's like, no, what? I'm like, between, 6, it just started, boom. Tears just started going hard. And she's like, wow, that's freaking crazy. I'm like, yep. So, yeah, there was that. And then the next day, I was like, well, I have to edit that video. Because I didn't edit the night before. So I, start editing that video. And that takes fucking way longer than it should have, too. So I couldn't even freaking record that night either. And then, because I remember the first one I had to upload, or to record, or edit, sorry. Wow, words not using right. First one I had to edit was like a 5-hour video that I wanted to remove the center part from. So that way, later on, when I went to it, I wouldn't have to remember that I had to remove the center part. And as I was doing that, that one took something stupid because it was a 5-hour video. I'm like, okay, that makes sense. It's a 5-hour video. It's going to take a long time because usually I only do hour-long videos, and that takes a little bit of time. So it would take, theoretically the extra time, plus because of the edit to take a little bit longer. Because the more you edit.
Yeah.
Like, for example, if I take a 5-hour video and I remove the center, it actually will take longer if I just remove the ends.
Yeah.
Because the fact that it's trying to piece those back together. It's just the way it works. Plus any other features I have to add to it, like volume editing or whatever. But that took a stupid amount of time. I'm like, oh, this sucks. But whatever, it's a 5-hour video. Makes sense. I'm like, and that's not even the one I had to edit for the next day. So I go to edit the one for the next day, and that one just takes fucking forever too. And that one was awful because the fact that I had to edit the last episode in that one a lot because I'm talking to myself the entire first 5 minutes of the episode. Because what happened was that's when I realized that I accidentally deleted your party chat. So I had to remove that. And I didn't want to just delete it all because I'm still talking. So I'm still saying stuff that may be important. Yeah. So I'm like, whatever. I'll just edit it, cut it down so there's pauses. There's a part where it was a 2-minute pause. Where I'm not talking at all. But that's because one of the other two guys is talking. So I'm like, I'll just gonna, like I said, cut it down and it'll be fine. Every time I went to go cut it, it took me 30 seconds to actually be able to replay it. Just to make sure I didn't cut anything wrong. I'm like, holy shit. I'm like, is this my computer or what? So then the next day, I went to go edit something. Freaking edited with it, no problem at all.
Wow.
Yeah, so 100%. Oh, actually, it was actually near the end of the editing. I, minimized it. I even restarted my computer halfway through. Yeah. And I minimized it, brought it back up. I'm like, still, nothing's when I minimized it and brought it back up, it's it started working faster for some reason. That's weird. And then, the next day, like I said, I started doing stuff, and it was just no, we're perfectly fine. So it must have updated.
Possibly, yeah.
And the update basically was slowing things down, and then the next update speed everything up. Because the program I use actually does regular updates. So, but yeah, that was a fucking nightmare. So I didn't record anything on Thursday because of that, or stream. And then Friday we were supposed to stream. But I think we went out to go buy something. Was that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's when we went to go buy the buffalo sauce.
Yep.
And yeah, that was a fun little thing. Went to the one store. They were sold out of my soup and buffalo sauce. Which I forgot to check out soup at the other place that we went to. Oh. And then I went to another place and bought finally the stuff that we needed. Buffalo sauce. So I bought that. And then we came home and it was an hour and a half to 2 hours that we were out.
Yeah, we didn't have dinner that night until after 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
Just because of what we needed the buffalo sauce for needed to take time to actually
chicken wings.
Cook in it.
So, yeah, that took a long time. And then finally after we ate, it was already 10:30, 11.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, we could play, but we'd play for an hour or two, tops.
Yeah, we were both pretty tired,
And we still hadn't watched our shows that we were going to watch.
Yeah. It was one of those rare days where, like, literally I came home, I, like, changed in my pajamas, I'm like, oh, Rob's still in bed, I'll just lay down and wait until he wakes up, and then I fell asleep. I'm like, Rob's like, yeah, you fell asleep. So I'm like, oh, shit. And I was only laying in bed for, like, less than 40 minutes. So.
Yeah, that was the other thing that happened. So we had a late start there, too. Yeah, so that was awful. And then on Saturday, I don't even know what the hell happened.
We did a whole lot of nothing. Well, we recorded some stuff, but other than that...
Yeah, no, I don't know what happened, why I'm sorry, I'm trying to scratch my fucking foot. Oh, there we go. Started looking away from my phone because I went to go scratch my foot, and then, like, my chair started moving. I'm like, I'll just scratch it whenever it wants to get scratched. Just scratch it. I don't know what happened on Saturday. I really don't. I know on Thursday we did stream.
Yep. For, like, close to 3 hours?
Yep.
I know, because I helped.
Yeah, I got a crap ton of my gamer score that day. I'm almost at 300,000. Which is going to be awesome when I finally get there.
Those space shoot-em-ups.
Yeah, they weren't too bad.
Yeah, I don't know. They're a weird type of game, and like I said, I used to buy games that had, like, cool anime cover art, and then I'd pop it in my console at the time and go to play it, and then it's like one of those, like, you're in a little ship and you're forced to go forward, but, like, you can move around the screen, but you're only facing one direction, and I'm like, okay, cool. So
yeah,
that's how I guess I kind of got decent at those ones.
But yeah, so yeah, I don't know what happened on Saturday at all. I think we just started.
We attempted to clean, and we got frustrated.
I don't remember that.
I did some dishes. That's why I know we attempted to clean.
No, I have no clue what happened yesterday. I have no clue.
And then I made pizza shortly after midnight by hand.
Yeah. No, I really have no fucking clue on why we didn't do anything on Saturday.
Because we were both exhausted.
Well, I don't know.
No, like I said, we did get some stuff done, like recording and whatnot, and
yeah, I didn't record as much as I wanted to.
We did work on the plant room, and then realized that we needed a butt ton more.
That was on Friday.
Was that on Friday?
Yeah, that was on Friday. Because that was Friday late.
Regardless, we needed more soil.
Because that was after I realized that we're not going to record. I'm like, well, we're not doing anything, so let's at least do something. But again, I don't know why we didn't on Saturday. That's weird. But nonetheless, I think I asked you at one point if you wanted to record or not record, edit. And you're like, not really. I'm like, okay. We have to record. And you're like, yeah, I'll record. But yeah, today's Sunday. We're going to be doing our achievement thing. Tammy's going to try completing 2 games with me. AK, co-piloting me while I beat 2 games. Then on Monday, we should be going after the Behemoth in Memories of Mars. Tuesday should be what's that word I'm looking for? Like, basically, hunting for schematics. That's the word. So Tuesday should be hunting for schematics day. Also, Tuesday I'm supposed to be doing a podcast with a friend, so hopefully that works out. Because that will be awesome. It'll be something that, which is kind of funny, because it's almost going to be a month since we did it again. But what happened was that he was just having a lot of, like, work that he had to do. He's just started a new job. And then after starting a new job and showing that he actually was pretty good at his job, his boss is like, so I'm going for neck surgery. So you and this other girl are basically in charge of the store. So you're working for, 2 weeks straight. He's like, okay. So yeah, he did that. There was supposed to be a third girl, but I guess she got fired immediately. I guess he showed enough competence that there's like, you're incompetent, lady, you're fired. So, I guess Tammy also got her shirts, which she's wearing right now. She's wearing the one that's like, it's right behind me, isn't it?
It's a panda with a little sword, and then behind is like a window, and there's like a big bad guy menacingly coming up behind it.
Yeah.
And I got the one that's barely awake, and it's a little brown bear with a cup of coffee, and it's rubbing its eye. And then the other one I have is This Is My Happy Place, and then it shows a panda sitting, and it has like a bunch of console and computer stuff for gaming.
Yeah. And then I actually got 2 shirts, which I completely forgot that I got 2 shirts. It's one of those things where I always remember Tammy getting shirts, and I'm like, oh yeah, I would like these shirts. And then I forget that Tammy actually bought them.
Yeah.
I think one of them was I've Lived 1,000 Lives. And it's got like, a bunch of different items like from video games.
Yeah. And then your other one is
the Dragon Dungeon Master that's behind a desk.
And it's got the DM screen.
Yeah. Which is kind of funny because, it says I've lived 1,000 lives. As much as I don't argue that I've played that many games probably over the years.
Yeah.
I actually am a member of a site called TrueAchievements.com. I actually don't like the site how it's laid out for achievement guides as much. But it does keep track of your achievement score and stuff like that. So I'm like, screw it. Why not? So I actually jumped on and actually signed in so I can actually see what achievements I'm missing and stuff like that. And I found out that I've beaten 634 games, or I own 634 games that I played.
Yeah, that's how many you've played.
I've beaten 147 or something like that.
I think so. That seems about right. But yeah.
So it's actually pretty cool. And again, that is of recording this. I'm going to be playing 2 more here in a bit. Yeah, I've played 658 games on just the Xbox 360 and the Xbox One together.
Yeah.
And that doesn't count anything I used to play on the PlayStation or the Nintendo or anything like that. And then, what was the other one that I was...
How many games you've 100%ed?
147.
I was pretty sure that number was accurate.
Yeah. Which I'll be 149 later on today. Tammy's going to, like I said, run me through 2 games that I know I can 100%. So that'll be fun. And then tonight, after playing that and Tammy goes to bed, I have to record 4 episodes of the YouTube series and 5 episodes of the Might and Magic series.
I'm surprised on how long that one's going. Just because how many thumbnails I've had to make.
To be fair, that one actually is my most popular one too. The first episode of that has the most views on my entire YouTube, which is like over 800 views.
Crazy. Crazy, crazy.
Which is, I know some people are like, oh, that's not a lot. It is for me. Which, yeah, I lost another subscriber recently. I really wish that YouTube would have it where if you unsubscribed, you had to put down why you were unsubscribing. Like, even if it was just like, a checkbox kind of thing.
Yeah, like just says, you know, lost interest in content or uh, too much of one type of content or
Yeah,
um,
yeah, anything like that. That would be great. Just little things like that, like little checkboxes that you could like. So that way I get a review going, yeah, you lost a subscriber and this is why. Now I understand why they don't do that for like certain people. Like, like for example, like if like a big YouTuber lost, some people, they're not gonna like have it where they get personalized reports. But like, it'd be nice if like you can go to your analytics and just see like, oh, this is you have lost 50 subscribers. This is the options of why what they were given and why they left, and the 12 said this, 5 said this,
yeah,
and it doesn't write you out on who said it.
yeah,
That's fine, but it would be nice if it actually did say stuff like that, so that way I can help grow the channel better. Those kind of analytics would be more important than anything. But surprisingly, you guys have actually been watching more of my content recently. I've had like one of the I think it was like 50 was like on Friday or something like that. 50 views. I think my biggest was like 80 something.
yeah.
I brought up, but yeah. On one day. That's all it was. But yeah, you guys are actually quite, I don't know if it's some of them are just unsubscribed people or what it is, but whoever's watching my content, I'm grateful.
Yeah, currently I'm not really a fan of the shorts beta thing because that kind of screwed up my video sets. Because I was like, where did my silent quick draws go? And it's like, oh, they're in your shorts. I'm like, that's that. No.
I see. The thing is that though, is that actually may help you a little bit too. I've been noticing as I've been scrolling through Facebook on my phone that I've been offered a lot more shorts recently, and I'm more willing to watch a short
Yeah.
because I know it's only about a minute long, or 47 seconds long, or 30 seconds long, or whatever.
It's a minute or less because my 2-minute video isn't in it.
I think it's actually under 2 minutes. I think it's actually a minute and a half. Is a short. Because I've seen one that's about a minute and a half to a minute and 45 seconds. I can't remember exactly if that was a short or not, but yeah, I've been offered a lot of those videos. So actually, it may help you, Tammy, in the long run, where people actually will see more of your stuff because they're seeing more shorts.
Well, the one video I have definitely, because it has like 400 and some odd views. But then the newer one that I've put out only has like 7 views.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that is a normal thing. Just, it's like one of those things where it's like, if you don't get advertised in the right hour or the right moment, everyone could just pass you by. I was actually watching a streamer talk about the idea about just being lucky. I'm like, yeah, that's pretty much what it is. Because like that's one of the things like I've been noticing with Chris. Chris is streaming Phasmophobia with me, and when we've been streaming, you'll notice if you actually watch those videos. There's been a couple times when Heath just thanks someone for following him. Like I think one day he got 7 follows in one day. I'm like, holy shit, man! Like the algorithm was just nice enough to him that he was popping up and people were like, oh yeah, sure, I'll watch this guy. But me, who's streaming with him, all the same kind of stuff. The only other thing I can think of is that he's got Amazon Prime, and they're being nice to him because he has Amazon Prime.
Possibly, yeah.
Which would be bullshit.
Yeah. But.
Yeah, that's the only thing I can suggest. I'm not saying it is the thing. I'm saying that's the only thing I could suggest being a possibility. So, but we'll see what happens. I don't know if we're going to be doing more Phasmophobia or not, because I've been trying to encourage them to, play other games. but they really want to play Phasmophobia. My problem with Phasmophobia is it's really repetitive. You go in, you do your minor things.
That's
The ghost
also,
haunts you. The ghost kills me.
I was gonna say that's seems to be what it's like for you for a lot of certain types of games, like um, MMO arena types, where you have like lanes and you have to like.
Oh, okay. I know what you're trying to say. Like League of Legends.
Or Smite, or
Yeah.
like any of those style of games.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of just, oh, the difference is this time I'm going to play this character, or,
Yeah.
you know, I'm going to try this build or whatever. And it's like, it's fun for like a couple rounds, and then you're just like, and I'm doing this again.
Yeah. And there's no goal with Phasmophobia to me. Like, I have no actual end goal. I'll play certain games, even if they're repetitive or grindy. Cough, Memory of Mars. Because I can actually get the achievements at the end. Like, I need 7 more achievements, and they're all doable. It's just... with Phasmophobia, for example, there's nothing I want from that. So it's like, you know, I don't mind playing it, but it's like, ugh, come on. What else can I do? Like, what else can we do in the game? So a lot of the time, like, I'm trying to have, like, conversations with them or just talk with them. So it's just me hanging out with friends. But the problem is that they're trying to, like, you know, hunt a ghost. So it's kind of like one of those problems. So.
Yeah. No, after we finish up a couple of games, then we'll have to see what else is out there. I know we were discussing it, but we've never really fully landed on something.
No, after Memories of Mars, what she's talking about is after Memories of Mars, I was asking the group what they wanted to play next. And I suggested Memories of Mars, or not Memories of Mars, sorry, Drake Hollow and Deep Rock Galactic?
Yeah.
And Jay then suggested Drake Hollow and... Because we started playing Drake Hollow and then stopped. Because Chris was going for surgery. Then he suggested... what was the game that he suggested? I can't remember right now.
I know Ark was one of those.
No, I know. Well, he started going into a lot of games, so that's like Borderlands. He suggested Borderlands. I'm like, well, the thing was the fact that me and Tammy, not me and Tammy, sorry, me, Chris, and Jay were playing Borderlands. So like we could just keep playing. Like, you know, Tammy doesn't have to play. You know, she's not too worried about it. So like I was trying to say, like, we could play it, like, you know, that game together, us three. Just because, you know, Tammy doesn't want us to have to wait on every game with her. It's like Memories of Mars. Like, we could play Borderlands, and then just, like, when she goes to bed, we keep playing without her. That's a thing. But, yeah. Drake Hollow, she wants to play. She wants to actually play till the end.
Well, yeah, because we were, like, I want to say 60% through getting all of the building stuff, like to all the islands that were on the map that we could see.
Yeah.
We were like 60% on getting all of those connected.
Yeah.
And then that way we could just grind to all the islands, and we didn't have to worry about like running through the mist stuff. And it was actually like kind of entertaining because, yeah, it was a lot of, you know, beat 'em up and like loot, but it was like traveling. Then you could like, you had wonky weapons because I think at one point I had like a lawnmower or a weed whacker.
Yeah.
Like, it was just really weird, but it was fun. And then you had to like beat up there was like waves of creatures that would come and attack your little stronghold, and it was building a stronghold to protect, and yeah, it was a whole thing.
Yep. No, like I said, it was a fun game. I enjoyed it, but like I said, then Chris had to go for his surgery, so we stopped playing, and then I started trying to find games for myself and stuff like that, and yeah, that's where we are now. But yeah, then Jay just starts like listing off every game that he's ever wanted to play. I'm like, okay, well, first off, like, uh, we don't need like 100 games, so we're not doing that again because we already did that once. Where literally we listed every single game that we could play together. I'm like, we don't have to do that again because we did that and got Drake Hollow. It was after Raft.
Yeah.
But then they're like talking about certain games, and I'm like, well, we have to be careful which game we pick, like because they picked Elite Dangerous, and I know very little about Elite Dangerous. The only thing I know is that when reading up, it brings up that there's PvP, and the problem is that you have to be careful with PvP because, especially in ship games, because you actually build bigger ships in Elite Dangerous. You actually start off as a little, from what I've read, start off as a little fighter jet, and then you actually can grow your ship bigger and bigger and bigger. And I'm just worried that it's going to be like kind of like EVE Online.
Yeah.
Like, which EVE Online, if your ship gets destroyed, you have to get insurance, which was on your ship, and then you have to basically pay for your entire ship again with this insurance, which doesn't give you all the money.
Yeah.
So you have to lose out on certain things, or like certain items that were on your ship had to be crafted, which means they had to be taking even longer. And it's just like,
it was all real time crafting, so it's like, it's gonna take 17 hours to build your ship, and I'm like, cool. Guess I'll log in tomorrow because you literally can't do anything.
So that was one of the things. It's like I'm trying to like talk about that, and then Jay brought up like Star Wars Squadrons. He's like, well, that one's PvP too. I'm like, no, it's PvP, but you can also do PvE, and if you die, you don't lose anything. I'm just afraid that Elite Dangerous, you'll lose everything. And he's like, okay. And then he had suggested Ark. And then now they're maybe talking about doing a private server on Ark. I'm like, well, if we do that, because I guess it's like $15 a month. I'm like, if we do that, you just have to keep in mind that we're only going to do it for like, what was it, 26 hours? Or 28 hours? Yeah, it was 28 hours. 28 hours a week. Or a month, sorry. 28 hours a month. So if they're fine with paying $15 for us to pay or play 28 hours a month, then, that's fine. Maybe Jay will like do a thing where he uses it for his YouTube channel or something where, on the back end he makes a base and, pretties up the base at, in his YouTube channel or whatever.
Yeah.
Because then maybe that will be worth it for him. But then I was looking up on if we can get all the achievements and stuff like that, and apparently you can actually get all the achievements at least last year by entering a mid mode. So if like you go to administration mode, you can actually get all the achievements within like about 30 minutes. I'm like, wow, that's crazy. So we'll have to see if like maybe we do something similar where we don't, of course, like just go straight for getting all the achievements, but like we do some stuff to make it a lot easier for us to get the achievements and then go from there. Maybe set up like small goals for ourselves, like I want that big giant animal as my mount. But like one of the things I want to do is like if we play that game is to make it so that we have a bunch of items. Like every time we loot something, we loot lots of items. The taming time takes a lot less time. The hunger bars are a lot slower to be starving, and that your trained animal is stronger than a non-trained. So if you have like a Velociraptor versus a Velociraptor, one that being tamed and they're the same level, yours destroys the other one. Like I don't want it to be like one hit kills, but like I'm going with the concept like kind of like at least 50% stronger.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit stronger than that. Maybe 100% stronger. I don't know. So for every like 1 damage that the one raptor does, the other one does 2, or something.
Yeah.
That wouldn't be bad. Stuff like that. And their hunger bars would drop slower too. So that way, they don't starve by accident. Because I've watched people play and they like starved out their dinosaurs by accident. So, but yeah, just stuff like that. But I think we should really end this. It's a 40-minute video. Is there anything else you want to bring up?
No, just my science experiment is working. So
Yeah, I guess we'll explain that. Tammy started working on the plants in the one room. Last I checked, some of them are growing again.
I have tiny sprouts.
Yeah, so we'll see how that works out. But she also we had romaine lettuce. And she's like, I want to see if I can, grow lettuce from my romaine lettuce.
From the stump.
Yeah, from just like the stump. And yeah, it's growing.
Yeah, I did that on Monday night, I think. Yeah, I want to say Monday night.
I don't remember.
It was earlier this week / last week. Anyway, as long as you change out the water every day, then yeah, it'll grow.
Yeah, it's weird because it's just growing from the center.
Yep.
So what I'm pretty sure is going to happen is here soon we have to cover it in dirt.
Nope.
No, it's always just water based.
You can just leave it in water. You just gotta make sure you change it out. You can put it in dirt, but you gotta be a lot more careful with it. So.
Yeah, that's weird.
So yeah, I've been just changing out the water, using that water to water other plants, and then.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but it's about 2.5, 3 centimeters, or about an inch tall from the center, and I think I might have to peel away some of the outer layer bits, but I'll do that once. It says it takes about 2 weeks to get fully grown pieces. So we're about 5 days in.
Yeah. So yeah, there's that, and then there's she replanted all the other ones, so we'll see how that works out.
And then we were gonna do potatoes in like a deep tub, but didn't have enough dirt.
Yeah, potatoes need to be 6 inches into the ground, and we have, I think, just enough dirt to do that. But the problem is that then they're at the very bottom of the container.
Yeah.
So
the container is 189 liters, and the amount of dirt we have is 42.
Yeah.
Need a bit more.
Yeah. No, like I said, I think honestly, if we put it at the very bottom, it would be enough.
Yeah.
But then the roots would just grow at the bottom of it, and that's not quite what we want.
Yeah.
So we'll push it up a little bit. We'll get another bag of dirt and put it on top. That should be enough.
Yep. And then the little.
Because what we'll do is probably put one bag down, put the potatoes down, and then fill the other bag on top.
The potatoes that we do have are just starting to grow eyes now.
Yeah.
So just giving them more time to grow.
Yeah. So do that. And then yeah, we'll just do it inside. We have a spot that we're gonna put it. We have to clean up a little bit, move some stuff around and shit like that. But hopefully we get that done. Because we'll probably go next Saturday.
Probably.
So I guess as we're recording this, it'll be like this Saturday coming up.
Yeah.
So we'll do it then. Get some more dirt, put it down there, and then yeah. So we'll just have to clean the room by this coming week, which means I may have to cancel one of those 2 days to do cleaning. I'm not sure. Maybe we'll talk to them about doing Thursday being league, so we can clean for a bit when you get home after your dinner. You can clean up and reorganize and move some stuff for a bit, and then after we do that, we can play league. At least then we're hanging out with them. Okay, well, I think that's it. So until next time, hopefully you guys enjoy. And